Hello everyone, this is Lady Lorelie coming to you from Mayantuyacu. I'm in Peru, right in the jungles. I am visiting a sanctuary owned by Juan Flores Salazar, and he is a shaman, Ashanican shaman, here in Peru, and he's leading us on an adventure inward. So I'm sitting here next to a boiling river. You can see the vapor coming off of the river. It's just gorgeous. Let me show you. In the middle of the jungle. This river goes just all the way up into the jungle, and it cools down up there, and there's just waterfall after waterfall, and it's literally paradise here. It's a place where the soul may rest and reconnect with Source. And this is my second year here, second year that I'm bringing people here to visit this place. And it's just, I don't know how else to describe it except literally paradise. And in this place you do so much work on the mind and the body and the soul. And we participate in ceremonies, ayahuasca ceremonies. And if you don't know what ayahuasca is, I'll describe it. It's the mother of all medicines. She is a combination of the ayahuasca vine and the chacruna leaf. And it gives, when you drink this medicine, you do it with the shaman in the evenings when it's dark, so there's no stimulation, and the only thing you can do is go inward. And you visit all sorts of places. The spirit has realms and realms and realms to explore. We're so used to this physical world, but there is much, much more. And to get there, you have to go inward. It's like a key that all of us have. And a lot of the time we're a little bit frightened of it. We've been trained not to find this key, to think instead of feel. And I know, coming from North America, the intellect is praised. We ate from the tree of knowledge, and we got lost through this tree, but not really. We were just learning what knowledge meant and how to live through knowledge. Spirit, however, is that which floats between all things and is a direct link to the Creator, the Source. And in this place in Mayantuyacu, it rebuilds that link. You get to find that key and find out what that key opens inside of you, and power that you gain. And by power, it's the power of Source. It's the link, the return to yourself, to Source. But a lot of us are carrying a lot of shadow, and a lot of us have blocked ourselves from the heart. We don't want to feel anything. We've been taught that feeling is kind of sissy, and we don't really know how to deal with a lot of our feelings. It becomes overwhelming. A lot of us as kids were like hushed as soon as we had any emotion. If we started crying, the adults put food in us to shut us up, and now we have addictions to food because that's what soothes us. Or a lot of us were spanked if we were too emotional, if we became angry or whatever, we were spanked. And so we were, the adults there, it's not their fault. They were taught the same thing. As the saying goes, the sins of the father continue. It's because we do what we were taught, and we carry on until we eventually decide no more, this isn't working for us. And when we make that decision that no more, I'm going to break free of this cycle and seek something more, something deeper, then guess what? Spirit shows up and says, well, I've got the answer for you. I've got a key. And it's a direct link to Source. And it allows you to feel. It gives you space to feel what you need to feel, to heal your mind, your body, your soul, and to go on a journey to discovering the totality of what you really are. So many of us think it's just this realm out here. That is the last aspect, because what's inside of you is what's reflected out here. Once you open up that portal inside of yourself, you will discover so much more and see. You'll be able to see the world. You'll be able to see so much more. It's right in front of you, and you can't see it because you've got this lens on that is, it's the mind, it's knowledge, instead of the tree of everlasting life. But there's the concept of the yin and the yang, the dark and the light. And we, as the children of God, Source, we have both of these inside of us. We have the darkness and the light. And so we ate from the tree of knowledge, and we are learning to balance the yin and the yang. We are now conscious of it. We can see it. We can see ourselves, just the darkness coming over us. We can experience depression, anger. We take. And it's an aspect of us. That's the dark side. And it's not bad. It's part of the whole. But it doesn't feel as good. And same as the light. The light feels great, but it's not, if you're just looking at the light, that's not true either. It's both of these things. And as we learn to balance these things inside of us, we balance our karma. And through balancing both sides and accepting the darkness and visiting the light and finding a way to encompass both of these inside of us, then we actually learn to erase karma and we get to start over again. We get a free, clean slate, and we learn how to live responsibly and freely. And we no longer need to worry about how we'll treat one another, because it's innate in us to respect. Once you have figured out how to balance, it will just innately happen for you. And this place where I'm at is so magical because you get to practice this and go inward and discover all these realms inside of yourself, the spirit realms. It's a lot like your imagination, actually. But it's something to be experienced. And I am here leading people to this place. In case you feel inclined to come, you simply must ask. I create a bridge for you. If you wish to visit and learn more about yourself and the spirit realms and how they exist within you, but you don't quite know how to get there, I pass my hand to you and say, come along with me. I'll show you. And you will receive the gift, the key to eternal life. So I just wish to share that with you and show you a little bit of paradise. And I will come again to tell you more. So until then, ta-ta.